Welcome back to math. Today I'm going to talk about Module 3, Lesson 4, Part 2. Now if you notice, I have a half plus 3/4 equal. What I'm going to do is we have this square, we're going to turn into a what? A half. How do we do that? We draw one line, right? A vertical line. Then what do? We're going to shade in one area. How many areas are shaded in out of how many things? I have one shaded in out of two. So the one up on top means one shaded, and the two on the bottom means it's cut into two pieces. But this is one whole, isn't it? Okay, this is one whole right now, isn't it? If I shaded it in, it would be. But now what do I need to do? I need to draw how many lines on this square? How many lines do I need to draw?
3.
I need to draw 3 because I'm cutting it up into fourths, right? Now if you notice, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I have the bottom number. How many of those do I need to shade in? 3. I'm going to shade in 1, 2, and 3. Now I have what? 3/4 on this side, and I'm going to add 1/2 to it, right? So how can I add those together? Can I add a half to 3/4? No. Why? Because I have to have the same bottom number in order to add them or subtract them. So, how do I do that? I'm going to change my color. I need to turn this, I'm going to take this vertical line and I'm going to put it over here. There's my vertical line, right? And then I'm going to have to make how many lines for this one? I'm going to have to make 3 lines, just like I did over here, right? 1, 2, 3. Now I have that in fourths, right? Do you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this one was, right? Okay, now, how many do I have total? How many have I cut these up into total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my bottom number is going to be 8. And how many of them are shaded in? 4. 4 is half of 8, isn't it? Because 4 plus 4 is 8. I'll bring my addition sign down. Now what's my bottom number for this one? 8. And how many do I have shaded in?
6.
I have 6 of them. Now if I add them together, what's my bottom number going to be?
8.
That's going to be 8 because I have to have 8s, right? Right. And then what's my top number going to be?
10.
6 plus 4 is 10. Wow. I have 10 over 8. What is that called? Improper fraction. Why? Because the top number is bigger than the bottom number. Right. So now I'm going to show you how this is in a mixed number. I'm going to show you what a mixed number is going to look like, okay? So how many things am I cutting my boxes up into?
8.
8s. Right. Does everybody see that this box looks the same as this one? Even though that's not red? Right? You get that, right? And this one's the same as that one, right? Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these colored piece, this piece, and I'm going to shade it in over here to show this one. Okay? Are you with me? So here I am. I just shaded that one in. Then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to shade it in there. Are you all understanding what I'm doing?
Yes.
Okay?
No.
Okay, just please follow along the best you can, okay? Now this third one right here, where am I going to shade this one? Over here. Where? Well, so far I've shaded this one in here, right?
Yes.
In the first box. I've shaded the second box into the second box. How about this one? In the third box, in this one right here, right? Okay, I'll do that. How about this one? This box right here, where am I going to shade that one in at?
The fourth box.
In this one over here, right? Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So this fourth box actually got shaded in right there, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to take these other boxes, but see, I have this row full, don't I? So where do you think I should shade this one in at?
The other half?
In this box?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it that way. So I'm just going to cross this off and show that I'm going to shade it in over here, okay? Just to show that it's getting moved. You know, it'd be kind of neat. I wish I could just take the scissor and then cut this out like this and then move it, but I can't. Do you see what happens? I tried to move the one box and I can't. So I have to cross them out. Do you see why I have to cross them out? Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to cross this out and I'm going to shade it in right here. I'm going to cross this one out and shade it in over here. We did something similar to this not too long ago. I'm going to shade this box in here. Hey, what do I have right now? What is this? That's one whole box, right? It's all filled. So I'm going to put one here to represent that. Does that make sense? Good. Now this box, where do I shade that?
Other box.
On the first one in the other box, right? Okay. So I'll shade that here. And where does this one go? In the second space, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many do I have? How many has my box been cut up into? 8 pieces. So my bottom number is going to be 8. And how many of them do I have shaded in?
2.
2. So that 2/8 means this. So my 1 and 2/8, do you see how that works?
Yeah.
That's how I get my mixed number. Because I had one hole in here, didn't I? I have 1/8 over 8 out of this, don't I?
Yeah.
And that's my 8 over 8 right there. But I can call it 1. That's why I'm going to call it 1. And then I have 2, 1, 2. That's where the 2 is. And then my 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's how I got my 8 on my bottom. And if you notice, this one's cut up into 8s. This one's cut up into 8s. And this one's cut up into 8s. So do you see how we make the mixed number?
Yeah.
Do you see how we get it? Okay, that's my mini lesson on Module 3, Lesson 4, Part 2. I love math.